tracks, and it's a password that's like 15 years out of date, and they're like, I've got your password, and I've captured video of you masturbating in front of your computer. If you don't send me $2,000, I'm gonna show everybody. I'm like, shit, if they can take it, I can take it out. I don't give a shit.
Yeah. Could you please tag me in that when you release it?
Yeah, right. Like,
It's like, of all the things I've done, that's like the least thing I'm worried about people seeing me do.
We're live in the Patreon channel. Just saying, we're now live.
If you could,
hi Patreons.
MathPig, if you could send me the link to the after show, I'll call it. That'd be brilliant as well.
No, I can't send you
The
the link
patrons.
to the after show.
I am a member, for fuck's sake. I did give you money.
Have you not got it? Man, it's out there. Have you not got it?
And thanks, Fabio. I think it's the first time I've spoken to you in person.
The worst thing is, right,
okay. What?
Wildheart, I've got this whole thing running, so I can't, but go to YouTube, type in Hogfather and Cider and Port. Or just type in Hogfather, one word, space, and then Cider and Port as 3 different words. And
I'll do that.
Yeah, I've left that video public. It's the Cider and Port intro. It just makes the channel easier to fucking find for people who know what they're looking for. But it's down, like, don't fucking share it. It's, and also,
no, I won't.
Saying is, I've told Serious Mind, I'll find you and I'll kill you. You
Cheers.
don't tell anyone. It's just fucking easier. I hate Patreon. I appreciate the people contributing. I get about £60 a month. I keep 15 quid of it. It gets me a couple of bottles of wine, or it gets me some diesel or whatever. Most of it goes back out again. Got a second-hand phone for fucking stool. We're sending that out next week. Paid motherfuckers rent last month as well. This all comes from Patreon money. You know, it's all gets stored away and stuff. So, don't know where I was going with that, but yes, Patreons and members get access to this channel, and I go off there. Don't fucking share it with people.
No, I won't.
It just makes a shitload easier. You know, I just go to OBS.
Well, I mean,
Wildheart. I know I've had a few drinks. I'm sure you've had a few more.
I've a few.
Yeah, it just makes it easier rather than having to go into Patreon, load Patreon, go into this, members only, fuck that shit. You just swap accounts in OBS and you trust your Patreons and members.
So, I have a quick question. Wildheart, where in the UK are you located?
Manchester. Manchester, Bolton, Atherton, specifically, but I know no one's heard of Atherton. So,
I'm familiar with Bolton.
Wildheart, are you live? Because it's coming up on my screen. You're live. Are you Jewell sure?
Yeah, I'm streaming the audio as well. If that's okay.
No,
I should have asked first.
Yeah, you really should have asked first. This is Patreon only content, so I'd appreciate that.
Oh, I thought this was just the after show on YouTube.
No, as I said, we moved when it did.
Sorry, I'll just stop that immediately. I apologize for that.
Oh no, it's fine. I'm not gonna fall out with you and like send a fucking
I've muted my. That's what I meant about the link. I thought this was a different show that I'd have to rejoin.
No. Just I don't want you streaming.
I am streaming, but I've muted my thing. Sorry about that. I didn't know.
So, MathPig, I assume you're somewhere in Scotland?
Racist. Sorry, that's a running joke. Jay Pasick and Jefferson Spatchcock. I don't know if you know these two people. I
remember Spatchcock.
What is referred to as an Ulster Scot. My granny and my mother are both surnames are Scott. They come from the original line of Scots, but we are one of the ones that the English government sent over here to breed out the Catholics. So I am technically an Ulster Scot, but Protestant in Northern Ireland.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I am. I've got ancestry from the Republic, and from Scotland, among other places, Africa, obviously, and Eastern Europe, and where else? Like Hungary and Germany, Poland, Romania. I got all sorts. I got tons of stuff in me.
I just loaded up the live
I've
chat
got
and remember
no
Sammy
idea.
Jenkins. Remember Sammy Jenkins is I've known me and Sammy have talked about. I would consider Not that Fabio would. But he's in the live chat for this stream going, kick him. He called you Scottish. Kick him. Kick him.
Yeah, I mean, I was not familiar with the Ulster accent, so I screwed that one up badly. Sorry about that.
Oh, no, man. I generally don't give a fuck. As I say, it's a running joke. Jay keeps calling me Scottish. And I call him racist.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. I saw the question Savage, asked me in the side chat. Yeah, I'm sorry. Just saw it. I'm
you're fine.
quite tired.
They've been talking about shit.
I'm quite tired. So I mean, I don't know if you
3 in the morning where you are, Fabio.
Say what? Sorry.
It's nearly 3 in the morning where you are. Am
Yeah.
I right?
So I mean, yeah. I can answer now here if you want. I don't know if it's okay. Patreon
Up to
channel.
MathPig.
Oh, man. No, go for
Yeah.
it. I don't give a fuck.
Okay, so
There's literally me
listen.
and Sam. It says one person watching, and I'm watching. So.
I mean, the thing is that I kind of understand why you went there like that. Okay, I kind of get it. The thing is that so either you were not expecting what happened after that because it was written that it was going to happen. The way you approached, the way you presented yourself, trying to have like a normal conversation with a set of people like that, I think that was it was a big mistake unless you wanted the reaction that you got afterwards. That's all I'm getting.
Yeah, no. Yeah,
You-
no,
you-
I did
Can
not
I ask
expect
a
that.
que-
I
right,
you know
expected
what I
a
mean?
rational.
Right,
Right.
You're talking over each other, and I'm interrupting as well. But I really want an answer to that specific question. Did you expect and or want that reaction that you got?
No.
Right.
No.
Can I ask a question? Can I?
I'm
ask
okay with it.
Right. No, hold on. Before you go any further, I knew goddamn rightly that if I give you the information and did this, that, and the other, that shit would happen. I can show you screenshots where I'm like, yes, I'm performing a wee experiment. My channel has been low for a while because of real life and stuff, and I need some attention. So I'm helping Savage, and I know that this will go in this direction. It's this group of it was like a little, if I can't say a little experiment. I'm not saying it, but I knew that when you did what you did, and then you joined Steve's, I think it was like Titan or else Dave sent me. It was like, have you seen what's happening? And I'm like, oh yeah, knew this was gonna happen. I need some attention. I got a boost out of it.
No, and I mean specifically.
Simos is laughing his tits off because Simos,
again,
I guarantee you, knew damn rightly that this was going to happen as well.
I mean, I sent you a private message, MathPig. I told you, from the get-go.
Not only did I think it was going to happen, I actually distinctly remember giving you a couple of 3, actually, of the full stories before you went in there, thinking, I know, and
some of it. I didn't expect the full
stories.
extent of it.
Yeah, and since then, of course, you've spoken to Holy, etc. And she's confirmed pretty much that those are the stories, although she only gave you half stories.
You see, that's
but I thought, no, fuck it. Let's just get this out in the open.
You can't rely on, you could rely, if you're relying on one person, you can rely on either Simos or you could rely on Fabio. If you're looking for data points and confirmation, and you ask Fabio, Simos, and Holy, the Steve crowd is going to go, what the fuck? There's a reason that I sent you more to the logically minded, more honest people than sending you to the Steve crowd. All right, I sent you in maybe one direction of the.
But I have a question. I don't know who Steve. I'm just curious who Steve is.
Steve McRae, who is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Savage is
that
right.
guy,
Right. Really short context. Just a serious mind to give you some small context. Savage.
He knows who Steve is.
Yes, I know. He knows who
Okay.
Steve is. I'm giving him context of Savage and why we're talking about this. Savage used to be a massive Jimmy Snow fan. Jimmy Snow filled her. Now I'm going to paraphrase.
Here's the irony. You ready? I'm wearing Jimmy merch right now.
Okay. I'm going to paraphrase and exaggerate just to get the point across. Correct me if I'm wrong in anything, Savage. But big Jimmy fan in his crowd, only hearing Jimmy's side, doesn't hear anything of the rest of it. Within this last couple of months, has broke free from that. Went, well, if he's wrong about this, he could be wrong about the rest. So she then started an investigation into what happened with the non sequitur from a non-biased point of view. And if I can say, I would be a generally non-biased person. So she came to me and she was like, look, you've been around for 3 or 4 years. You were there when the non sequitur happened. If I want to find out what happened, what directions do I go? And I was like, person 1, 2, and 3 is on that side. Person 4, 5, and 6 is on that side. Person 7, 8, and 9 in the middle will tell you that they're there. They're really there. I tried to be, I gave some hints and some tips, and I sent her in certain directions. But I didn't give her any real information.
So, and here's the thing, Savage, just to be super specific. And again, I'm not, I would say blaming you.
I will say that Pig Matt missed one thing that I do want to be clear about. Somebody came to me on my channel after I had made some videos about Jimmy and said, hey, do you remember when Jimmy got us all to like go follow the non sequitur show? Do you know anything about that? And I went, well, my first reaction was, I think I know some stuff. And then I was like, but if I was wrong about all this, I got to figure out if I'm right about, and that's where I came to it. But go ahead, Fabio.
No, I mean, I'm just saying these two things, two specific things that I noticed. And that's why, this is the reason why I sent a message to MathPig, said, I think she made a couple of mistakes there.
I sent her that afterwards, and I was like, Fabio's disappointed in you.
Right. So, well, specifically.
Tell him what I did. I fell out of my chair.
No, specifically that. No, listen, specifically there are two things. And again, I'm not blaming you for both of them. I think that you should have seen one, because you're not an idiot. You should have seen one, and you're probably distracted. So the first thing is that you walked into a trap. That was set up, okay? It was Steve and Manya and you. That smelled like a trap from the get-go. So your approach of dealing with normal people, a conversation, it should have been spoiled from the beginning. You should have been way more on your tips. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. The second thing is that and this I blame you less for that, because that implies that the guys a little bit. But with these guys, you never get into the minutiae and the details. Never. And unless you have a specific piece of video you can play, but even then you're in for trouble. And the reason is because Steve is a massive idiot with no time. Okay, he has no job and he has a lot of time in his hand. He has said on the internet everything, and it's opposite. There is a Reddit channel.
By the way, feel free to say anything you want. All content on this live streams does get privated afterwards, so nobody can access.
Okay, well, yeah. I'm not saying anything that I would say to Steve in his face. So.
Oh no, I know that you're not, but I'm giving Savage the free.
Fuck me sideways.
Me and Diana are the only two people watching right now, and it will be private.
So just to give you a rough idea,
Diana's watching.
She's in the thing. Hi, kitties.
There is a thing on Reddit called Trump versus Trump. Okay, they take things that Trump said, and then they post, whatever the fuck tweet or thing that he said the exact opposite. You can literally do that with Steve. So you never go into the details and the minutiae, because they will bury you with more details and more, details that you're not aware, because nobody's fucking aware, because nobody in his right mind has ever seen, the complete Steve opera on the internet. It's impossible. You at least have to have less life than the guy, which is, I think it's quite impossible. So those were two things that I think you did wrong. And as for your approach, again, I understand you, but it's man. It was just, I saw 20 minutes of the video, and maybe less, 10 minutes, and it was like, watching somebody skinning a cat, and you were the cat, you know what I mean? It was brutal.
Well, and I tried to because it was his channel, and so I wanted to be gracious.
Right.
And I think I don't know if you like saw the chat before I jumped on, but like he kind of like twisted me into like coming on anyway, because I kind of said I don't really want to come on, and then he's like, oh well, I forget what he was like. I'll send you. You can join on Google, and I was like, I don't have Google Plus, and he was like, oh well, then I'll just add you in on StreamYards. Here you go. You know, and it was like at that point, it was one of those things where I could have said no.
He goaded you. He fucking goaded you.
Exactly. He goaded me into it. Yes, that's a very good way to put it. And
well, that's
you can say yes. You can say yes and jump in there and say, okay, what the fuck do you want from me? That's it. That should have been the first word coming from your mouth. What the fuck do you want from me?
Yeah.
That's it.
In retrospect, hindsight's 20/20, but in retrospect, I tried to give him.
Are you going to be what I'm like when I'm your age? Because
you're going to be what I'm like when. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. I take that as a compliment.
I think that was a compliment.
I'm liking it.
Yeah. I know. I think about it still, but yeah, it's too late for me to.
Yeah, he was leaving Savage. Quick question.
What?
You wanted to talk to Fabio just before he left because it's 3 a.m. He was talking about leaving.
Yeah.
You started a conversation.
I asked him my question in the side chat, and he answered it. He just spent 10 minutes answering it, and I appreciate it.
That's okay.
I think he's absolutely right.
I'm fucking giving Fabio an out, all right? Because he's tired. It's 3 a.m. Sorry, I'll be more blunt.
Can you go to bed?
Shut the fuck up and let bloody Fabio finish what he's saying so we can go to bed.
No, it's okay. I mean, I've said everything I had to say to Savage, you know, but that was really, yeah.
So, just to make sure.
Sorry.
I've heard many stories about Stephen, but I've never actually watched his channel or any of his shows. Is this him?
Yeah.
You lucky bastard.
You lucky bastard. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, because I mean,
and you say you've never watched his channel.
I tell you.
Have you ever watched Paint Dry?
Yeah.
No. Seriously, right? In all honesty, serious mind. If you've got some spare time, pick 3 videos of Steve's or 3 videos of Cheshire's. Go through them.
Don't do it.
Right? Spend a week, go through them, record your favorite bits. All right, and then what you want to do is you want to go to Tom Rabbit's channel, and then you want to record some Darth Dawkins bits. And if you start your channel and you do 3 videos of Steve one week and 3 videos of Darth the next week, you'll be at 500 subs instantly, and then move the fuck on, because this shit is just clickbait.
But
finish. Oh, after when you're finished.
That's true. I did get like over 100 subs.
But serious.
Fabio.
Cat video.
Can we, Fabio? Can we?
And I have less than 600. So.
I'm just about to break 10,000 views.
No, I was just going to say it's serious that is if you have enough time, okay? But if you want to spend your spare time better, just have a walk, go in the woods, take a massive shit, and go home, because that will be time better spent.
No,
anyway,
you forgot
or
one
just, like,
thing.
dig
You
a
forgot
hole
one thing,
and then fill
Fabio.
it in.
You have to spend a wee bit of time looking for some poison ivy to wipe your ass with, because that would also be less painful.
Oh yeah, well that's the thing. I mean, I pretty much avoided drama the whole time I was on YouTube for the most part. And unfortunately, the couple videos I had of me screaming at people actually were some of the most watched videos I had. When James was going down this whole screed of how we didn't need age of consent laws and that we just needed ethics. And then, it's as cringy as it sounds. And so then, and he put all his objections to it when I basically peeled through his objections one by one and pointed out how he was just flat out fucking wrong. And then he came back, instead of like acknowledging that I defeated his points, and then he came back, well, I don't really want to get a debate about this. And then I went fucking ballistic, because after laying all these things out point by point, and then he wasn't even going to acknowledge it, and I went crazy. That video got a lot of views.
Oh, drama sells, man. Darth Dawkins, what we refer to as asshole 104 over here, reached out to me after I'd said some shit or whatever on stream, like a year ago, maybe more than a year ago, you know. And he sent me his Discord tag. So I got him on one night for shits and giggles when we were having the crack and drinking.
That was brilliant, by the way.
I put him up
MathPig.
against Randolph Richardson, the head of the Canadian
That was
Atheists,
excellent.
and that's just about to break 10,000 views. That when I hit 1,000 subs, I was at like 12,000 hours. You need 4. I was way ahead of that. Use these motherfuckers for what they are. Bring them on every now and again. I've mentioned Judas Iscariot's reincarnation was on. I've had the guy that can't sin come on. You know, bring them on once a month. You have a crazy guy. It keeps the audience entertained. It keeps the audience.
The guy who can't sin. Oh my God.
With his wife sitting beside him, who just went and made him food, and he's like, "Oh, I can go out and fuck anyone I want because it's not a sin anymore." And she'll accept it because I'm a Christian. So she's sitting there going, "Yeah, would you like more pasta?" It's.
What?
You wouldn't let me lean into it. You wouldn't let me lean into it. I literally had notes that I was like keeping back in like the back room. And you're just like, no, Savage, no.
Words have all been removed from me. Think about the speed limit on the road that's 60 miles an hour. The speed limit doesn't exist anymore. If I want, I can drive 120 miles an hour because I'm without rules. My point was, think of one crazy guy driving on the motorway at 120 miles an hour when everyone else is doing 60. Do you know what that's called? That's called a psychotic episode. You're a fucking psycho.
Yeah, I mean, did he not remember that there's a whole commandment devoted to no adultery?
No,
there is no sin once he has.
That's Old Testament stuff.
And you know what the funny thing is, serious mind? He spent an hour talking to me about no sin. He spent an hour talking to me about no sin.
He absolved us.
Spent another 20 minutes in the after party talking about no sin, and then a channel called The Son of the Dog, isn't it? Is it Son of a Dog?
Son of Dog. Son of Dog.
Son of Dog.
Son of Dog.
He came in and asked him, "Are you a person of once saved, always saved?" And he was like, "No, that's crazy." And he was like, "So that means that someone can go wrong?" And he was like, "Yeah, well, if they choose to sin, then they sin." And he's like, "Well, you've just spent an hour,
but you just said
half an hour saying that it's impossible to sin. So if somebody chooses then to sin, then it's a mindset. So you're making the choice to do bad." It was a really good.
Wow.
Yeah, not just wow either. He was convinced, right, that if he gets a chance to go through his 50 Bible verses, you will become a Christian.
Yes. Yes.
Would you like to hear some?
Absolutely anybody.
Right.
And
Well,
we're like,
2
really?
days.
Because that just sounds like a complete fucking
For
boring.
about a week after that, I followed his channel.
I wanted him to like send me his 50 Bible verses, and I would like get back to him in a week.
I followed his channel, right? I followed his channel for all his live streams, and I would pop in and out for about maybe 4 or 5 days afterwards to see if he was all this wanker MathPig and this guy did this and all the rest of it, right? After about 3 days, someone turned up in the chat claiming, I was going to say pretending, I will say claiming to be his daughter from 10 years ago from his previous marriage of the woman who'd kicked him out and he wasn't allowed to. And, oh, serious mind, it gets worse. He instantly accepted her as that person would say, and then was all, "I've thought about you every day. I've always wanted to reach out," and all this bollocks. Next day, he released a video called "This Is For You," whatever her fucking name was, and was all, "I love you, your mother did this, she told you lies." Not. It really came across to me as trollish, and someone was taking, I wouldn't say advantage of them because they weren't a trash clown.
Right.
By the way, Wildheart, that was me. I made that for Smokey.
And Joe, here's the icing on the cake. There is no interpretation of the Bible. He doesn't interpret the Bible at all.
Oh yeah.
He just reads it, and it's clear as day. There is no interpretation.
We actually
just read it.
We broke down. We had like a 20-minute, a 30-minute, maybe a 40-minute argument about interpretation. He was like, "You can't interpret it any other way except the way I'm reading it. How stupid are you?" And it's like,
He kept saying you can't interpret it.
Yeah.
Like you can only take it literally. You can't interpret it. But it was like
there's only one meaning.
Yes.
Yeah, we were doing.
He wasn't reading the original Hebrew.
Yeah, we were hashtag interpreting. Oh yeah, he's a King James only. King James.
Well, what they want to know then is, are bats are bats actually birds then, according to because that's what it literally says.
Right, now
You
this is the
just
thing.
read it.
Nakasuchi has now started a weekly show where he gets this guy on that repeats himself every 15 minutes and puts multiple people up against him. He runs a panel like this, and he's like, right, come on and ask your questions. And
Why am I not surprised by that? Why am I not surprised by
Yes.
They all ask their questions. He repeats themselves. They run
Wow.
for fucking 6 or 7 hours. It's an absolute utter waste of time. I've had the cunt on once. He will never be back on again. You know, I feel that the guy that actually came on and said, I am the reincarnation of Judas Iscariot, but I've actually figured it out that after that 3-day acid trip that I'm the reincarnation of God, and I feel genuinely guilty for all the bad things that's happening in the world.
Christ, yeah.
That went on.
That was
Serious
fucking
Mind is looking
funny.
at me, right? That went on for an hour. I knew he was a troll coming in. I told people this guy's a troll. We had a conversation. He asked me at the end, what do I think of his opinions? I told him, you're pulling my leg, you're a fucking troll, you're here for attention. Then we went to an after party, and then I think it was Crafty and maybe Stamos that sort of poked a wee bit more. And yeah, the guy has therapy. The guy's on Valium. The guy has genuine problems. And by the it was Fabio, not Simos, Fabio.
Yeah.
By the end of it, we were genuinely concerned for his mental health.
Yeah.
Really?
I
That
remember
guy that
hearing
can't
about
sing.
this. I didn't see it, but I just heard.
That guy
I mean, I
can't
told
sing.
him. You,
By the
hey,
end
Joe,
of the
do
fucking,
you remember?
Let me finish.
Sorry, go ahead.
Just
Sorry.
to make the point. Right, the guy that can't sin, by the end of the after party, what I realised about him was not he's mentally unstable, not that he needs medication, not that he's a lonely fucking incel. This guy is using the Christian interpretation that he's come up with to justify his assholery. He's a wanker, and he wants to move forward and continue to be a wanker. And you can't shout at me because I'm a Christian.
Yeah, well, we can say praise I am, Smokey, standing for truth. You know, all of these guys fall into a very
Standing for
close-knit
truth,
community.
I'm I'm trying to get standing for truth. I really.
He's an asshole.
Can just disagree with praise. I am friends with her.
Yeah, well, that's fine. That unfortunately doesn't carry too much weight with me, Wild. However, you know, that little group, PMARS is included in that little group, of course.
Yeah.
I've heard more anti-Semitic, racist, and misogynistic chat from those guys than I have from Darth Dawkins.
I have moved PMARS. If we are going to label people that I'm totally against with, Venn diagram sort of shit. There's trolls like Praise. There's trolls like Jill. You know, there's trolls like, you know what a troll, right? And then we've got the serious people like Spartan and stuff like that and all the rest of it on the other side. With P. Mars, I'm not going to call him intelligent, but he is playing the troll. I have points where I would agree with him. I wouldn't say conversations where I would agree with him. We've met up in different channels, mainly Gurmanias. Gurmania, look them up. I definitely recommend. But P. Mars knows that he's playing, and he's not consistent. Fabio's always an asshole. Fucking, you know, Simos is always taking his top off. I'm always a fucking mouthy asshole Irishman. Savage
I get
is
the
always...
nudity.
I mean, where the fuck you came from? Yeah.
You know, but we are who we are, right? And we're consistent. P. Mars, I find, is someone who plays through the part.
I mean, see?
Yeah, no, P. Mars is he is very consistent in that he always puts racist epithets in the chat. If he gets pissed off, he will always write the M word in chat.
Yeah, can I just say, I've been named all my streams after P. Mars.
Every single one of them. They're called P. Mars is an asshole. Episode 21.
God, stop that, man. It just doesn't. It's not a good look. Let me just say that. You'll look back and go, why P. Mars? He's such a fucking twat.
If you could pimp my channel like MathPig, that would be brilliant.
You want P. Mars in your channel?
No, P. Mars is on the channel often, actually. No, if you could pimp my kind of channel out on the YouTubes.
You know why I don't come in, I'm afraid, Wild, because if P. Mars is around, I will only get in there and go, oh, it's you racist.
Oh, no, you have... No, you see... Wildheart is one of them Right. Wild Heart is maybe 5 people watching, maybe 3 people watching. What subs are you at, man? 200, 300?
What 100? I think it's 132 at the moment.
Right. This is the thing about Wild Heart. Wild Heart is in that, I wouldn't say Goldilocks zone, but Wild Heart is in that unknown zone where them fucking wankers will appear and because now if I can say Wild Heart, I don't want to take advantage. I don't want to be come across as an asshole.
No.
I just sound like one. You know yourself.
Go
you've been
ahead.
going through some troubles. You know yourself that you're drinking and shit, and you're.
Yeah.
If they come in with a strong personality like we did tonight, we overtook you. They will overtake you. They overtake your channel, and it gives them the opportunity to promote their shit. In the nicest way possible. But your channel is a wee gem for people like myself, and a wee gem for, I think Simos could have fun. Fabio, I would consider it lower than him, but I think Fabio would have some fun there. But it's a channel where these assholes come on, like Will Kincaid. You know, like fucking Smoke. Right?
You've had one of his troll accounts, haven't you? On.
No, but this is the point of
I know what you
Simos,
mean.
right? You will never have the opportunity.
Straight out racist name in the chat, straight out saying racist stuff on camera. You just can't have that. You just can't have it.
You see, but Wild Heart's channel is that small at the minute that they can say that, and YouTube won't take them down. So you get the opportunity to actually talk to the real wanker rather than the barricaded, firewalled wanker. They will full blown say what they think. They will full blown try and take over the channel because they can do what they want because it's so small. So you get a chance to call them out on their actual bullshit. If you understand.
I kind of know what you mean, but inside my own head, I kind of know the genuine people from there. I'm kind of I kind of know what you mean, but I know the genuine
Will
people.
Kincaid joined your stream tonight with the name "Will Not Conform." You know.
No, that's not Will. That's not Will Kincaid.
That's a different
William
Will.
Freeman.
Oh, is it? Sorry, I seen him and then I left. I had to go take the daughter to the park. Remember?
No.
The troll account by Will is much more offensive. It's a much more offensive name.
No, William Kincaid's a totally different person. Yeah. But I know what you're saying. I agree with you. But in my own mind, I know the decent people from the kind of trolls. But I kind of want them all on to kind of.
Just if I can address Ox, you're fucking jealous because it looks like I stuffed my Mathkini. I'm sorry. That's the way it is. Take your jealousy and move on out of the chat.
I did just see the side chat, and I do have to point out that you might be the only one who has danced around in the mankini, but I've also done a similar dance in a monokini.
Okay, thank you for the image. I'm going to bed. Thank you for the yeah.
Good, because it's going to get worse. Because
love you, Maria.
We did the 24-hour stream, and Steve.
I would suggest watching the Steve McRae stream before you go to bed. Then.
Ciao, Joe. Ciao, White Dark. Thank you very much.
I'm actually out too. I gotta.
Thank you, Fabio.
Cheers. Bye bye.
Thanks a ton for having me in, and great meeting you all, and definitely be seeing you guys some more.
Thanks as well. I've seen you on Christopher Maute's channel a lot, and I am a big fan.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Yes, and thank you.
Good. Anyway, you do as you like on your channel, mate, and it's no problem.
No.
You know what I mean?
It's a jam.
You got to understand that you got to understand there are certain lines which need to be drawn, and I understand that when you're small, you want to get everybody, etc., etc.
Yeah.
But that can be very difficult to do if it's going to be against TOS, because like certain people don't want to be seen with those guys that are just openly saying things which are, and it's not like they're giving like serious arguments you can respond to. They're literally just trolling your channel, trying to get you taken down.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's up to you how you want to deal with it. And like MathPig says, for the small channels, YouTube aren't going to be too bothered because there's only a few people watching, so they just don't give a fuck. But at the same time, standards.
It gives us the opportunity, and it's don't get mad. No, Asshole 104 on. I went out for them there. You know, you want at the start, if you're playing the algorithm game, get there.
I'm not. I literally don't give a sorry. I don't care about who is watching, how many people are watching. I'm doing this kind of purely for myself and kind of. But I know what you mean, and I think, like in my own head, I know what you're saying, and I know the assholes, but I kind of have to be nice to everyone, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I get you about the arseholes, but
yeah,
B. Mars is not an arsehole. He's more than that. He is an arsehole, number one. But he sounds quite reasonable, and that's half of his problem, because actually his views are anti-Semitic and racist and misogynistic. And those are just three things which I don't want to deal with unless I can actually argue with somebody about them and say why they're wrong. Okay, and if somebody's just going to come on and troll and just say stupid things because whatever that guy was saying, I'm not going to repeat it because it's just just stupid.
Yeah,
I know.
When they're just saying stupid stuff, there's no point. You just kick them straight away.
This is also the opportunity that I have here. This channel has 20 subscribers. I only have 10 members. You make a big donation to the channel, you get a link. You know, I love you forever and a day. You get a link.
But
okay,
by the way,
talk away. Go on ahead.
Sorry, no, carry on.
It gives
Sorry, I got distracted. My mom came over.
It gives me the opportunity to promote Samos without a top. It gives me the opportunity to, actually say my own peace of mind to the people.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Where's that?
Yeah. By the
your
way,
your wife's gonna think you're coming on to me. That's twice in a week.
MathPig's mum likes to watch and subscribe. Could you pass your link on to your mum, please, Savage? Could that be possible? Yeah. Okay. And this is why I go
an
topless,
opportunity to say that. I don't like that about the internet because you have to or whatever. This is I can certain things and you can be a certain way.
Indeed.
And the smaller channel gives you that opportunity.
It does.
In some ways. So I was talking to somebody about this the other day, and it's like because they said something about because like you were saying about you want to watch what you say kind of in the first 5 minutes and stuff. Just general for like algorithm shit, whether you're monetized or not.
It's the fact that it's not that I want to, it's the fact that you will watch the first 5 minutes.
That's what I'm saying is you got to watch specifically what you say because it won't get brought up in the algorithm. Like it won't get brought up in people's recommended, whether it's monetized or not. Like it is stuff that even small creators got to worry about that shit. It's not just like disregard everything. There's things that you got to consider and other things that
you're saying I should have a 5-minute intro then. Okay.
No, but you don't.
I mean, I normally start with quite an offensive joke on my channel.
You don't actually swear that much, and you don't talk about exclamation mark fisting, exclamation mark spank. You know, these things don't come up in your content.
No.
You're allowed to be watched for the first 5 minutes.
Not on camera. I mean, obviously they come up.
Did somebody just walk into Minnow's room and turn on the sun because it got really bright there? Did anyone?
Can just say it's my
light.
Before when you asked the question from the private chat, I really appreciate that. I've never met you before, but thanks for that. That was really good of you.
Oh, no problem.
In the first chat.
Yeah.
And it's great.
Yeah, I was gonna go by, and he was getting off. He was getting ready to go eat dinner, so I wanted to. It was a good question too. Very good question.
Cheers. Thanks a lot.
Christopher.
Mine was just a silly one.
They all help. They all help.
Christopher is very good on. Don't want to say anything. As I mentioned, no, but
it's me.
No, fuck you, Savage. Fuck you, Wildheart.
Okay, good.
You're worse than me, and I'm fucking nothing. Right? But Samos has been around for a while. Yes, we're gonna blow smoke up your ass. I always do when we're here and all that. Fuck yourself. Shut your mouth. Right, just listen to it. Right? Who do you think you are, Phoebe? Christopher is continuing. You're doing your Formula 1 thing. Drag is doing his let's pick and shanny thing. You know, there's a lot of the old guard doing a lot of bullshit. You know.
Thank you very much.
No, you're not doing bullshit. You're doing something you're focused on. I'm talking about drag. I'm talking about drama. I'm talking about that.
Oh, the drama channel.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, Drag likes his drama. Yeah.
Oh, fuck, he loves that there. Give me them fucking, what do you call them?
Yeah, yeah.
Milky biscuits, or what do you call them?
Loves cows,
Cheddar
doesn't it?
biscuits. Give me them cheddar biscuits. He wants his cheddar
Okay.
biscuits. But I see with Christopher, as I mentioned earlier, he's one of the people who's still trying to keep that goal. And, you know,
Yeah.
I
Seems
didn't
exhausting.
want to say the word leadership role in the old guard. I didn't want to use that phrase when we were on the main. Didn't want to show any disrespect because you're all as cool as you are. But he is the only one still maintaining that. Now, you do be there. Fabio does be there. You are as influential. And generally when you're on his chat, he does what he did tonight in the after party. I'm just going to poke a title out and poke out a little direction and then sit back. And you do most of the talking. But you have a very good brain, Simos. You have very good outlook on things. And you could destroy. Destroy. I hate that phrase. But you have an
Because you can use it a lot.
to steal a phrase from Richard Madsen, you have a very good brain. To steal a phrase from fucking Pine Creek, I look at things analytically. And you put them two together, you get Simos. You know, it's... I really think that if you took a more leadership role yourself...
But does
Shut
he
up!
want that?
Shut the fuck up or I'll kick you. I think if you... Fabio would be fantastic, but Fabio's too fucking... Like, I wouldn't say Fabio's like the Steve of the fucking Kyle and Steve and you're Kyle, you know? But he's too aggressive, alright? He's too, you know... And no, don't get me wrong. I know that I'm going to end up like Simos. Or not like Simos. I'm going to end up like Fabio, hating the world. Right? But I really think that if you took more of a leadership role, in so to speak, as in creating a platform to have these, you're known, you know people, you can make them connect. I really think that if you, I don't know, you might have a full-time job, you might be a fucking dominatrix man and wear high heels for 50 hours of the week. I don't know what you're doing in real life. But I know if
he definitely is.
I'm going to kick White Hart because he can't hold
most of the time.
If you put... I'm just saying, Simons. You get what I'm fucking saying, right?
Well-ish. I mean,
I feel like I'm
I
Leonardo
do.
DiCaprio in the opening scene of Wolf of Wall Street where he's blowing coke up your girl's ass. It's just...
No, I'm not
She's
against
winking at me.
stomping coke
She's
off a
winking at
hooker's
me.
ass.
See her
Just,
winking at me.
just put that in perspective. I like my humour too much in my phrases, and they can sometimes be a bit over the
No,
line.
you see,
so,
that's the thing. That's what the community
You know.
needs right now, man, which is why I'm known as the asshole. It's as, well, not known as the asshole, but I'm blunt. Like, Cider and Port fell out with me during that stream. Did you know that, Savage? I'm texting him, right after you left, I'm texting him while you're there going, right, you've had one fucking break. I've had one break for 3 hours. You've had like 6. You haven't been on
I
camera
didn't
for...
know you guys fell out.
Well, not fell out, but he took what I said the wrong way.
Oh, okay.
Right? And he was like, don't be a dick about it. I'm like, I'm not being a dick. I'm your co-host, and I'm asking you to co-host your stream on your channel that you've been on for 6 hours of 19. While me and Savage have been doing most of it, and she's still on camera.
That could just be the accent, to be fair. You might have just misunderstood what he said.
But what bluntness. This is what I was saying with Chris. This idea of we can't be ourselves. We can't be truthful. Fuck that shit. I'm going to tell you you're a dick. I'm going to tell you you're an asshole. You know, I called Wildheart out earlier on stream. I was like, if you had a few too much to drink, well, I'm going to fucking say what I think. You know, we're not going to fall out over it. And I genuinely think that... It's why I like having you on so much. It's why I like having Fabio on so much. Because you just don't bullshit around it. You have a very good outside view because you've been here for that long. Worked your way out to you're out in the fucking suburbs going, do I want to go back into the city for a Subway? Now, Subway's good. I don't like Subway. I'm just using it. But it's, you know, do I go back in there and tell them all how to make a good sandwich? Because I've been to all the Subways. And I know how to make the best Subway, but none of them are listening. Do I go back in and teach them how to make?
That's a subjective opinion, which doesn't really mean.
It's an
Well,
analogy.
okay, so this is my take. This is my take on it. Which is, I mean, I don't do that for a very good reason, which is burnout. I'm very good at just particular subjects. Okay, I have good arguments against particular positions, mostly the atheist kind of apologetics kind of area.
The second time we had a conversation, you said to me, I agree with everything you're saying, Robbie. I also have 2 arguments that will disprove what you're saying. That was the second time we had a physical conversation. That's the persona. That's what I see.
Yeah. I mean, I love, it. Like Christopher was saying, this is a self-selecting community. It always has been. I selected myself to be in this community because I am opinionated. I have things which I want to contribute and say, and I want people to listen to those. I really appreciate the feedback I get from Randolph, yourself, Fabio, Christopher. Those kind of compliments are, stroke my ego as much as they would anybody's. But Fabio and I, when we started,
you're fucking getting, just to make that clarified.
Thank you very much.
You're
when Fabio and I started doing our Formula One thing, we specifically said, we're not doing this for views. We're not doing this for any other reason than you and I want to get together to have this conversation, right? And that's it. And it has been that way ever since, right? So I never advertise, other people advertise for me, but I don't advertise. I never have. I'm not interested in people coming over to the channel to watch it. If there's questions in the side chat, I'm happy to answer from the knowledge that I've got. It's one thing that I'm particularly good at because, it's been a passion in my life for 40, 50 years, right? 40 years. So I've got a lot of knowledge in this particular area. But I don't have a lot of knowledge on a lot of areas, and I think that's what you need to be a good content creator. It's no good just having a small wheelhouse. You're good though. This is what I'm saying about you. Let me blow some smoke up your ass, right?
Bring
what
it
you're
on.
good
There's
at.
only fucking. There's 5 people watching. We're up. Go for it.
You're
Take your
good
top
at
off.
What you're good at is talking to people, understanding their position, and empathizing, and asking them interesting questions about it. And it doesn't matter what their position is. Right, so you're just broad, right? You've got this broad appeal because you can do that. I can't do that myself. I have to have an interest in the subject on which I'm talking about, even if it's somebody else's interest. Right now, Christopher, like you're saying, he comes across as a leader because he's really good at doing that. He's really good at speaking to people on their level and asking intelligent questions about the subject that they're most interested in.
I can't believe that I missed
it. Getting them interested.
That's why I
in
never do it. That's why I never.
Like he was saying about that they were designing the study about like how does football affect beer drinking?
Yeah.
And I loved that because it you know what I mean. It was just like so awesome that he was like bringing other people into but getting them interested in like the idea of like data collection, which to most people would be like such a boring topic, but I agree with you.
Oh no, I get ripped out at work.
I think I know what I'm good at.
Oh, is there a study to prove what you're saying, Robbie? That's what they say as a joke now, and I'm like, yeah, there is a study to prove what I'm saying. It's like I don't know why you're making a joke out of this. This is the way it is. Like
I'm a data nerd like that, where I'm like
But that's a good example of you being good at interviewing people, about being good at relating to people, talking to people, and having an interesting conversation with somebody, despite the fact that you don't know that particular topic, right? And that's where I lack, right? I don't have that ability. I don't actually. I mean, I can do it if I'm particularly interested in the time, if I've got time, but I couldn't do it under stress.
We should co-host a show, Simon.
Yeah. Maybe. Yeah. Maybe.
Oh my God, that would be awesome.
But I don't have. I don't set myself up as an expert in.
No. You're my co-host. Okay, if this makes you feel psychologically better, you're my sidekick. Okay, I do all the work.
You guys co-host it.
And no sidekick makes him feel better.
I'll be your Steve McRae. Okay, yeah, I get you. Hang on a minute. Let me just give penis.
Is that like how my mom is like my sidekick on Gamer Mom Cooking?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Just get her to say penis several times, and she'll be the perfect sidekick.
Do you know the transition? If you used a transition of a cat going, right? If you use that as a transition from every scene, the algorithm will love you. I'm not joking. I'm deadly serious.
That's quite good, actually. Yeah, you see, this is why he's so creative. He's so creative.
I can just say your interview technique and that with Chris. I don't know if he prefers to be Christopher or Chris. Yeah, I thought that was brilliant.
Twice I lost my trail of thought, as I say. Once the chat distracted me, and once trying to do that arousal command. And I come back, and I'll be desperately honest now to the Patreons and the members and stuff. That thing that he said to the child that he went on about for 5 minutes and never fucking repeated what he said. I know he said something very poignant to the child and was looking at them, their face, wondering what his face looked like and all that point of the conversation. No idea what he said to the child. I was looking at the child.
That he was disappointed in them.
He was disappointed. I had no idea what.
No, I think it was actually. Wasn't it actually you what said that your mother was disappointed in you?
That was my mom said she was disappointed.
Yeah, sorry,
but I don't know what he said to.
I think he
in the response, yeah.
I was disappointed. I remember that because I remember my mom telling me she was disappointed in me, and it like brought back like those feelings.
Yeah.
So Simos, you have to come up with now a title, right? We're gonna do a co-hosting show.
Okay.
Right. We're gonna wing this. We're gonna do a Christopher Maute. We're gonna talk some shit, 12-ounce cans, you know.
Okay. Yeah. Let me have a think about it.
No. I'm gonna spitball you now, right? I'm gonna spitball you. Do you want panels? Do you want interviews?
Oh dear. You see, panels really. I mean, that's my better game because obviously I'm used to being on Nadia's. That was where I started, right? 10-man panel with everybody contributing and everybody trying to get space and having many arguments. But again, my interests are quite narrow. My expertise is quite narrow.
Yes,
so
but you have
that's the issue, really. It's like I don't feel I should speak unless I have some particular, expertise on a particular subject.
Now you're sounding like Dr. Josh. This isn't my fucking.
Yeah, maybe.
Can just say, I think this might be the first time I spoke to you in person, Simos. I just want to thank you for all the time you're on ideas, all the time I spoke to you. You have given me literally hours of entertainment, and you have been brilliant. I do want to thank you for that.
I mean, I wish you every success on your channel. That's for sure. But I think maybe you're making a few mistakes, which I think could be easily corrected, and that is just to I don't know. It's very difficult, right? Nadia's had some massive issues in that. Back then it was different, right? So there wasn't this kind of the trolls came in and but there was always enough people in the channel to get rid of those trolls fairly easily and quickly.
Yeah,
because there was lots of strong personalities around, and that isn't the situation you're in right now. And so maybe there's a slight issue. And I'll tell you the other bit of advice I would have for you is that that the confrontations that went on in Nadia made the channel. They made it an interesting place to listen to because there were diverse viewpoints which people were talking about. But when one side got really pissed off, they would threaten not to come back. And Nadia would spend time off stream chatting to those people, sending them emails, talking to them on emails and convincing them to come back because they had something valuable to say or whatever the reasons were. And she spent a lot of time doing that, which is why the channel was relatively, and I'm in inverted commas here because back then successful, it was a bit of a dirty word, but relatively successful in that she had a circle of 5,000 people which were emailed to come in, right? So yeah, it's not easy. It's stressful, and I wish you all the best with it. So yeah, I don't know, how you're going to find your way through.
Given that I genuinely wouldn't do that. If anyone says they don't want to be on the channel, I wouldn't email them. I wouldn't contact them.
Oh no, sending people invites is cool because
you
can ignore the invite. That was what was brilliant back in the G+ days. You used to be able to get these circles together, which you could just invite. So she had a theist circle, she had an agnostic circle, she had a important people circle, personalities, and dot. She had all these different circles, and then she'd invite one at a time. She'd go, right, important people first, we'd get the link, and then personalities, and then theists, and then atheists, and then agnostics, or whatever. You know what I mean? So there was a method to the madness, which was Nadia's. And how you're going to find your own way to that position, I don't know. But
I'm going to
build it.
Just with my streams, I just put the link in the side chat. I put the link.
I know. I've seen.
Anyone who wants to join.
That's a bit of a problem because, of course, then you get these guys. Because you invited P. Mars on, and because his name is in the chat, which I would suggest take out and stop using it. Then you're going to get P. Mars's mates. P. Mars is himself a racist, so you will get racist people coming in, which is, of course, what I've been watching and seeing recently.
Which has, I'll actually, thanks for that. I'll do that immediately.
Take his name out, then he's not going to get pissed off and start writing sluts and chatting N-words in the side chat, And of course, he does that to, and that guy came on. I tuned in one night. I usually click on it when I see it live because I want to give you the click at least. But I was tuned in, and it was just Arctic Wolf and 2 racists, 2 of those under troll accounts, right? And Arctic Wolf didn't kick them. He just let them just chat away, and they started saying more and more racist stuff until eventually that it got to be too much. And that's just to take your channel down. I mean, there's no other reason for that.
I'll be honest. I haven't even seen that myself. When I go to sleep, it will text over, and so I genuinely haven't seen that myself. But I will do that. I will stop.
You need to do another thing. You need to do is take everybody's wrench away, right? You can only give wrenches to people that you trust, right? Yeah. And P. Mars is not one of them, and he's got a wrench. Okay, so that's the problem. I think you've done it now because he has been. He's had it removed now. But the point is, you don't want to do it to everybody. You want to have a minimum number of people that you trust. That can cover, from different regions of the planet, so they can cover.
That's the problem I'm having right now.
Yeah, so they can cover, being on 24/7 if that's what you want to do, right? Yeah. So, and then you've always got somebody that can come into the chat or is in the chat that can moderate for you when you're away. And there will still be like differences, right? People differently moderate. Nadia had, or when I was there, I think there were 3 of us that were moderators. And between the 24-hour period, we would be able to cover pretty much most of it. And it was always, always the drama happened as soon as she went to sleep. As soon as Nadia fell asleep, people would see that on camera, and then everybody would just jump in, and it would be a real shit show. And it was very entertaining.
Like everybody on all sides. Everybody is like, "Oh yeah!" As soon as Nadia went to bed, like that's when it all came out. Basically,
Rev News used to come in and start shouting at people drunk. It was fucking hilarious. Absolutely fucking hilarious. But anyway, I mean, and that's entertaining in its way, So, but that's when the lively conversation started. But then, myself or Gus or Art would be there, and we would be there to calm things down again,
Can I just ask you, Gus? Do you keep up with him? Do you know what he's doing?
Yeah,
I do like Gus.
Yeah, Gus is still around. I think you'll find him in Tom Rabbit's Discord probably, or sometimes you find him in Politics and Religion as well. He's under a different name now, though.
I do love Gus. I do miss him. Yeah.
Yeah, his stories are amazing. Yeah, absolutely amazing.
Cheers for that, Cybus, and I will implement that immediately. Actually,
As you like. Do what you
Yeah.
feel. You've got to find your own
No, I
way to
think
where
that's-
you want to go.
yeah,
Because as much as anybody can give you advice, you're the one that's holding the reins. You're the one whose channel will be taken down if it fucks up. You're the one that
Yeah.
holds ultimate responsibility.
yeah.
And
But
so it's
I
very
can't
difficult.
stop sneezing.
I do appreciate
Bless
that.
you.
Thanks a lot.
No problem.
On that note, I've put food on 4 peppered pork chops, 4 vegetable rolls. That is snacks and breakfast and lunch at work tomorrow.
Oh, sounds nice, mate. Sounds nice.
I'm not a big fan of the peppered peppered steaks, peppered lamb chops, but 4 big ass lamb chops for 50p. Because if you cook them today, you get them in the reduced section. I'm cooking them.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Like I'll eat
Love
them.
that and a bit of hot applesauce. Very nice.
Don't have any applesauce, and they're peppered. The applesauce doesn't go quite well with the pepper.
You know.
So yeah, 15-20 minutes, and I'm going to go and eat my fill and go to bed. I have promised the girlfriend tomorrow. I don't know if you have seen. Nobody here has seen. Don't know why I'm asking the question. Lex, have you seen Lex the show? Okay, well, copyright strikes aside. 1 second.
Okay.
Right. This is a 90s, early 90s show. Right, I'll rephrase that. This was.
Oh, is it Superman spin-off?
No.
Oh, it's not that Lex then. Lex
What?
Luthor. Okay.
The Black Detective.
Go on,
Black-
Wildheart, interrupt again. Go on ahead.
Sorry. The
I'm only
Black.
poking fun. I'm only...
I know. The Black Detective Lex. No.
No.
No, it's from the 90s. It's sci-fi and it's 2 X's, and I have indeed seen it. But it has been
Okay,
a
yes,
long
I've
ass
seen the
fucking
title.
time.
No. Okay.
I've seen the title, yeah.
This is one of the best shows ever made because it's so bad, it's good. Okay?
Yes.
No, you right. I don't give a shit. I say this to people. It's fucking good. Okay, Stanley Tweedle, the connection that you create with the characters, especially in the 4th and 5th series. Okay, it has mainly in the not the 4th and 5th series, the 3rd and 4th series, especially in the last series, it has a whole. There's a subtext. Now I know this. I know that the story is insects, softcore porn, and Star Trek, but there's a whole like subtext where they find basically heaven and hell. Right? There's 2 planets that intercirculate each other, and all the nice people are over here, and all the wankers.
It's
are
like a
over
B
here.
plot. Yeah.
Yeah, the heaven planet is all water, and everybody plays games and has sex and lots of food. And the hell planet is basically a desert where you're tortured. You know, and it's fucking awful. And I have never, ever met anyone. Thank you, Savage, for ruining my statement. That actually liked Lex, except one other person that I grew up with, who's as fucked up as me, who watched it with me. No, and she is open to watching that. We have the first movie tomorrow, which this I'm going to show. Do you know the shower scene?
Is it the? It's like a.
Yes, you know the shower scene. Yep. Okay. This is the first movie. The way it worked was they did 4 movies to do the actual story. At the end of the 4th movie, these are B movies made for under 200,000. It was such a big hit that they then did 3 series. And yeah, I'm going to share the shower scene from the very first movie. This is when they escape the evil planet and they find themselves on Lex. By the way, Lex is a living ship. It's a giant insect like a fly without wings. And if you take a dump in the toilet, there's a giant tongue comes up and licks your ass clean. No toilet paper. This ship's alive, okay? These are the
It's
showers.
the best.
Right? These are the showers in the ship. Okay? Where's the fucking play button? Oh my goodness. Unmute. We need the music. By the way, this woman was a massively fat 50-stone woman who didn't do what she was told by her husband, so she got sent to the love slave factory where they put her in a machine and turned her into a love slave. Then they shot her libido with a giant thing that made it giant, and they downloaded every sexual position possible into her brain. She's having a shower, and to turn it on, you have to play with the balls.
Can I get her number?
Oh yes, that's not a penis pissing all over her.
Fuck.
In the gloves, in the shower, even.
Now, in
still,
saying that, right, I didn't happen to pause it on the nipple. That just happened. I was wanting to talk. Okay.
like all the.
She is blue-haired, and this is the particular lady. After the first series, she left. She didn't want to be continued on with the series. She was just signed up for the movies. So what they did in the first episode is they created a way to kill her, but then bring her back. And when they brought her back, she had ginger hair, she had dreadlocks, she had blowjob lips, she had bigger tits. It was just, yeah, we'll show you new and improved Zev in a minute.
I forgot actually that it was indeed the same character. That's yeah.
He did porn after that for a while.
Can we get a qualification? Qualification.
Tweedle.
This guy is the best. He's
Stanley
like my
Tweedle
favorite
is
character.
a 50-year-old virgin that never gets fucking laid. And
I
the
love
only
him.
time in 4.5 series or 5 series or whatever the fuck it is that he gets laid, they go to they're at heaven and they go to the sex island where they just have sex all the time, and he has sex with Apple, then he has cuddles with Apple and Pear, and then when that's finished, then fucking Tangerine comes out and he has a foursome with them, and it goes away and it comes back like 10 minutes later and he's like, this is just, you know, I head sore. It's too much. What the fuck? Like, he's like surrounded. It's
I feel like I remember like the last scene that you're talking about, but I don't remember most of
my
it.
favorite is 790. 790, right? The Love Slave program that downloaded and increased her libido was also supposed to put a brainwashing thing into her brain as well to make her very subservient and do what she was told. The robot that was trying to perform this on her, she kicked its head off for whatever reason, grabbed its head and put it under at the very last minute. So it got the brainwashing.
There's a lot
thing.
of like grabbing shit with their thighs type of stuff.
So
and,
whenever
like...
he opened his eyes, he fell in love and would do whatever the first person he sees is. So that's Zev. Now, he's a psychotic robot head. So he actually comes up with plans and like interacts with side characters. He's like, here, if you kill Stanley Tweedle, I can fuck Zev. You don't have a body, you're just a head. Yes, but this is a plan. Kill Stanley Tweedle. He's a psycho. Right? An absolute psycho. And he will do anything to be alone with Zev. And like in the third series, he gets a reset. And he falls in love with the dead assassin that's 2,000 years old that doesn't have a penis. And because he realizes that he can't die because he's decarbonized, he literally goes full psycho and tries to like blow up everybody.
I remember him like rolling around on the like it was like
scooter.
a dolly. Because he's just a head.
It's just a head. It's just a head. This is the sex. Babies. They're nice babies.
Not as big as Steve's.
Fuck. That's too much information, I'm afraid.
Well, yes, Zev, I do. Well, it's like this. You see, well, look, Zev, this is ridiculous. I mean, we're the only two people in this whole universe, right?
Except for Kai.
All right, the only two living people in this whole universe. And I just think that we need to try and get along better.
You want me? Don't you, Stan?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you are like a sex.
You know, you were transformed.
You're like
into
a
love
human
slave.
blow-up doll.
The transformation was not completed. They did not get to my mind.
But, you did admit that your, you know, sexual needs were somewhat increased.
My sexual needs were not somewhat increased, Stanley Tweedle. They are beyond measurement. In fact, they've become almost uncontrollable.
This is the first episode,
White
okay?
volcano of desire. I now have nearly unquenchable thirst for physical fulfillment. This body needs to be touched, stroked, pleasured.
Volcano too.
Well, then there's only one thing for you to do, Stanley Tweedle.
Yes.
Go somewhere private and erupt by yourself.
Yeah, there's basically no sex in it. It's all innuendo and stuff like that. It's very soft core, but you know.
Oh, is that the end?
Yeah.
I mean, that's the end of that clip. It's
That's-
a
oh,
whole
man,
ass series.
that's the
Like it's
first fucking
it's
episode.
several movies in a series, I think.
Are you still live?
Yeah, I'm not playing the audio though. Sorry if you were talking to me. Yeah.
Oh no, that's cool. As long as you're not live and sharing any of this,
No, none of the audio's coming through.
oh
No.
no, that's good. Just keeping the stream going. I understand that. Do you want to see something funny? Simos may like this. I may have shared this. This is we'll go with this. There you go. Trash clown and trolled him as a trash clown in his live chat for a while.
Trash clown.
He even came into actually one of the live streams as well.
Yeah, I've got a recording of you
I
smoking
remember that.
saying, "Oh, I've got a trash clown actual troll now. I've made it. I am the big."
I was very
deal on
proud.
the internet."
I was very proud. That's true.
You should be very proud. And as I was saying, I deliberately created it. It's still there. I was in P Mars earlier. I forgot that I had the account, and someone said trash clown and smoking. And I was like, "Oh, I have a troll account." Staying happy. Thank you very much for having me on. You have fun. It's been a nice hangout. And this is Gurmania's channel. No, this is the Blessed Bible Club. Actually, sorry, the Blessed Bible
Bruce.
Club.
his name is,
Bible Club.
Yeah.
Wait.
Oh yeah,
Bruce on that.
Christian. I've been on for like 2 hours. They're all Christians.
Bruce.
Do you
his name
consider
is,
yourself a
and,
Christian, Pig?
Fuck no.
Okay. I mean, I've heard you refer to yourself as Protestant before, and I think that's more of a
Northern
cultural
Ireland.
thing.
That's like you being in America and going, "Have you seen my nose? I'm clearly a Jew." It's one of them cultural things. No dig at Simos with the side shot that he deliberately just did.
I didn't think it was that bad.
Oh no, seriously, I'm a Protestant on paper to the day I die. When they did the census, they asked if I was Protestant, Catholic, non-religious, and I clicked non-religious, and it went, "What were you born as, Catholic or Protestant?" That was the second question after it. It was like they need to know, even on the fucking census.
Yeah, same Catholic as well. I'm forever Catholic because I got confirmed and baptized as a Catholic.
It's crazy over here. It's crazy. Anyway, anyone's welcome in my chat. Anyone's welcome on my channel, except one person here. So, everybody have a good night.
Yeah, that's who did it. Bye, coward bitch.
I don't know how you're making me out to be a coward. I've been saying for 45 minutes I'm going. I have a daughter that's waking up.
No, that's
very
fine.
early.
I'm saying that you won't let me speak on your channel. That's what
This guy sounds
No,
Oh,
as
I
I
just
did
might have
actually
so much
point
on
out
my
earlier. Excuse me if I can clarify. I pointed out to everybody here. Just to clarify, does everybody know that they did a background search on Smokey Saint and he's a paedophile? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
there we
did
go.
not know that. Okay.
Oh yeah. No. I will correct myself.
Thank
He
you.
was not allegedly charged. He was charged, but he got off with it. I think someone.
Oh,
just-
okay.
A warrant, there was a warrant for his arrest released.
So
There was a warrant for his arrest.
he didn't get charged.
He didn't get charged and he didn't get.
Hello.
Hi, Midnight.
Sorry.
We're still going. We're just doing a wee laugh, a wee snippet of a recording. I'll put it back to the start because it's only 1
And
minute.
Why did I
Right.
get
Denied.
kicked down to the bottom?
He
Well,
denied it was him.
Is this still Patreon? Am I allowed in here? I don't know what.
Are we still live?
Yeah, I was allowed in midnight.
Oh, we are still live.
Right, but you're a Patreon. A patron, I mean.
Yes, you can be on the Hangout, but I ain't going to give you the link to the live chat.
No, that's fine, I guess.
Fair enough.
Yeah, no, yes, we're just watching. We're literally rounding up in the next 10 minutes or so because I have food coming, but I was just sharing this with the other people. I don't know if you know Midnight. They did a background check on Smokey, and he came out with he was charged but not convicted with what he was charged and not convicted with. You know
There was a warrant for his arrest. I'll say it again.
I'm aware.
Okay, well, do you know of the Blessed Bible Club or the Blessed Bible?
I do. His name is Bruce. He plays guitar. No, he's fucking good.
I think he was asking me, but yes, I do know Bruce. I've had many discussions with him, many of which are now hidden.
I think
Thanks,
he's married.
Bruce.
He's married to Sabella, isn't he? Is that right? Sabella's his wife.
No. You're thinking of the wrong Bruce. You're thinking of the other Bruce.
Right. Anyway, there's this, which I think is funny. Clown and trolled him as a trash clown in his live chat for a while.
Trash clown.
Some fucker gives. I was about to leave and had mentioned something. I think Bruce had mentioned something about vitriolic atheists that he'd mentioned or interacted with, and I was like, the most vitriolic person I've ever interacted with is Smokey, who somebody sent him the link just as I was leaving. Well, I'd been saying I was leaving for like 20 minutes, but you know what I'm like. Right now, I'm supposed to have left.
Yeah.
He even came into actually one of the live streams as well.
Yeah, I've got a recording of you smoking saying, I've got a trash clown actual troll now. I've made it. I am the big.
I was very proud. I was very proud. That's true.
You should be very proud. And as I was saying, Happy, thank you very much for having me on. You have fun. It's been a nice hangout, and anyone's welcome in my chat. Anyone's welcome on my channel, except one person here. So, everybody have a good night.
Yeah, that's a good one. Bye, coward bitch.
I don't know how you're making me out to be a coward. I've been saying for 45 minutes I'm going. I have a daughter that's waking up.
No, that's fine. I'm saying that you won't let me speak on your channel. That's what
this guy sounds
as I did actually point out earlier. Excuse me if I can't clarify. I pointed out to everybody here that you were timed out and not banned. I did say that.
Yeah, well, I seem to not be able to show up in your side chat. You might want to double check your settings in the back end. Just saying.
Did you shadow
double check your settings and all the kids back end? See you later. Bye.
Dirty bitch.
Bye, MathPig.
I always
think nice.
I think it's beautiful. I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
So, okay, I see. That was
funny.
Sorry, Roger. I'm just
yeah.
You must have done with him. Turn that down.
Sorry, Wild Heart. If you're gonna talk,
somebody made a funny joke.
Yeah. I think Wild Heart's back on his stream, so I'm just gonna.
Yeah, just kick him. Or give him a little. There you go.
Yeah. I don't know. I like Wild Heart, but.
Oh, I'm on MathPig's Patreon stream. It's ultra secret. It's ultra secret. It's not. I'm on my Patreon stream. Oh.
What'd you do?
I didn't do fuck all. I'm innocent of all charges. How did he get back in? He joined back in again. No. Did he let that motherfucker back in? Wait. When you're on the other stream and you're talking to Brojo, you have your fun. So yeah, another 10-15 minutes time I roll and smoke this anyway. Food will be ready.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Yeah, no, I had a big argument with Leo the other day about Smokey.
Leo
he said, well, he hasn't been convicted. And I was like, no, he hasn't been convicted, but it's fucking obvious.
No,
I mean, you've got to be a dick not to think that he actually does this kind of shit.
Well,
I mean, my ex had to go to court 4 times before getting convicted for domestic assault, and that was after somebody took video of him hitting his ex with a tire iron.
Leo, I understand, is very particular, and there is no reading between the lines. You know, A and B may lead to C, but unless C has been put down on paper, he'll fight that it doesn't happen or hasn't happened yet.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Run into that with Steve.
I believe he suffers from.
Where's that bot? What have you said about Steve lately?
Asperger's. So, firstly, he feels strongly for people that are maligned, especially if he thinks that it's falsely. And secondly, he doesn't have much intuition about people's feelings and emotions.
No, he is
And
totally
so,
emotionally stinted.
so people that give him arguments which come from their feelings and emotions and experience, he doesn't understand. So he can't understand the argument, and then he feels that this person's being maligned because there is no good argument, you know. So he fails twice, unfortunately.
The bot doesn't work here, Savage, unless I go and do some paperwork. Well, not paperwork, digital, like clicking.
Oh, right, because it's the wrong show. Sorry.
All right. No, just letting you know so you don't waste your time going, what the fuck? Sammy, are you coming in?
I gave up. I gave up that quick. That's how quick I gave up.
Right.
I'm backstage on
I was already back to listening to Simon.
How did he get back?
Yeah, I've got to... Sorry.
How does he add himself? How's that happening? He leaves and goes, oh, that's right. I've got the fucking thing running. Auto ad. He just has to leave and come back in again and he gets added.
Yeah, make him go in the back.
Yeah, I'm going to kick the motherfucker in a wee minute, or else I'm going to move to a different room that he doesn't have access to if he pops back in again. It'll take 2 seconds, you know?
He'll be back.
Sammy, are you coming back? Are you going to join? Sorry, leaving? Oh, he is leaving. There you go.
Oh, okay.
Sammy,
Well, there you go.
are you coming in for the last 10 minutes, Sammy?
Come in, Sammy. Is this Sammy
Sammy
Jenkins?
will come in pretty much anything if it's warm and slightly wet. So you're playing, Sam. You don't know Sammy, do you? Know?
Sounds like an invitation.
I've seen the name in the chat a few times, and it makes me think of Remember Sammy Jenkins, which I'm sure is the intention.
Right. Well, the intention was that, and he didn't realize he'd spelled it wrong.
Oh, I was gonna ask about the different spelling. I thought that it was like a cool story. Okay.
Oh my goodness! At 5-1, which was 2 hours ago, Nicholas Marshooter.
Well, at least he didn't get it tattooed on his hand, like that.
Copy. Right, Sammy, go to fucking Twitter and look at your fucking DMs, and get your asshole
and jump in. Twitter.
And this is Twitter.
Twitter has a theme song?
Yeah, I just made that up. It's
I like it.
A rendition of Thriller, except it's Twitter.
Twitter.
Oh.
In the night. Do you know I have an original bad album on a record, like first or second edition, that my mum bought me when she came out because I was really big into Michael Jackson at the time. And what she decided to do was take a blue biro pen and write "Happy Birthday" on the inside of it about this size, and fucking ruin the whole thing. Like.
I remember Thriller.
You couldn't have got a sticker, Mum.
I bought it because it had Eddie Van Halen.
Couldn't have put a sticker on it. You couldn't have got a label. You had to get a fucking biro.
My heart stopped when you said that.
Yeah, and like lent in. I think she actually did it like this. I love you so much. Sammy, the link's in fucking Twitter, man. Like, I give you shit on a live stream the other day for not checking your DMs. You jumped straight to your DMs and went, "Did you mean these DMs?" I goes, "Yes. How you been?" And then you didn't reply. So yeah, you're fucking shit at checking your DMs. Check your DMs, man. The link's there. Nicholas's Discord just went green. Did we send the $400 man link?
The $400 suit man?
Now you said that. I didn't.
Where's
that fucking bot? Where's that bot? What have you said about them again, Savage?
Something about a suit? No. Something about a closet full of suits?
Yeah, do you know what's fucking funny? I have a fucking 400 a minimum Remus Uno tailored suit in the fucking next room. Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's all right.
With the
No,
jacket over.
So it's just me and Simos on tonight. That's.
I also know as well, by the way.
So, it's just me tonight. Oh no! We got Dr. 402 Atheist. That's device won't connected. Come on, save me, Sammy. Save me.
I thought you couldn't be on by yourself. I was going to watch it.
Salvage is leaning back, getting ready. You know, it's like, hold on a wee second. Hold on a wee. Fucking calm down. What is going on with the fucking, what do you call him? Sacha Baron Cohen fucking beard?
Okay, I can see it.
Not yours. Sammy!
It's real, Robbie.
I thought he maybe meant yours,
fuck
Simon.
real? Unless you have
I
actually...
grew that shit.
Have you been eating Miracle Grow protein bars? Yeah. Right, you're not allowed to turn your camera off. No, you're not allowed to. We see it. You're in the garage. You've got the auto door thing going. You're allowed to... No.
Yep. Outside, like a dog where I belong.
Right, so can I shout at you now? Yeah. Hi, Sammy. Haven't seen you in ages. Will you check Twitter so we can have a conversation? Hi, Robbie. How are you? How you been? Don't reply for like 2 days.
So we have actually met before, Sammy.
Recently, I think.
Yeah.
Sammy.
I had forgotten the connection with the name and the face.
I found an English Jehovah Witness that has a channel that's like 300. Like,
Yeah, definitely. Send me that link.
so when are you using
Send
your
me
business
that
account?
link.
So when are you using your business account? Get the fuck over here to do research on how we do what you do over there.
As soon as COVID's gone, mate.
I'm like, we're good over here. We're good. Fly into Ireland and then drive over the border. That's what Phoebe did. Phoebe literally got her now fiance to fly from America into Ireland, and she flew from England into Ireland, and then they just drove over the border.
I just don't know about the plane out.
You fly out.
I don't think we
you
have
drive
them yet.
back over the border, and you.
I'd have to swim to Ireland.
Take
Are
a
you
boat.
on a banned list at the minute from here, are you?
No, but we're not having outgoing flights.
Oh.
But that is, I think it's about the 11th of this month. We're supposed to hit 80% vaccinated. So they reckon they're going to start lifting all the restrictions.
Good.
We'll see. Yeah. But I mean, I'm pretty sure that we're at about 80% first vaccinated. So I don't see why people would have their first shot but not their second.
Numbers. This
Takes
that.
a while.
Yeah. I don't give a fuck. I just like, no, I'm going to pull a Fabio. I need you to get a hotel room that I can ring you at 3 a.m. and come in and lie beside you in bed with no questions asked.
I know for like some people with like immune issues here, it was recommended that they wait 8 weeks instead or 6 weeks instead, as opposed to just the 4 weeks that I had to wait between my injections. I know that takes. You had to wait 6.
Well, I
Did
had
you
to wait
have the
6.
Astra?
No, the recommended.
I had the Dolly Parton one, the Moderna.
It's a Dolly Parton.
She gave a bunch of the funding, and like I also just kind of love Dolly Parton. So
have you been to Dolly World?
I have.
So we're back to just a penis stream. Lost Savage because she went to fucking Dolly World.
I didn't even know it was a thing.
Oh no, man! Do you know over here in Ireland they've actually got a fucking theme park called Tato Park, right? And Tato is a crisp, like fucking Walkers, like fucking Pringles, like like Doritos. That's
They
how
have
much.
their own theme park.
We also have like Legoland and shit too.
Yes, but Legoland, crisps.
Everywhere has Legoland.
Crisps.
We also have the Creation Museum with the dinosaurs, the people in the same exhibit.
Crisps.
Are they
love
really
crisps that
popular
much
crisps?
that we're going to dedicate like 10 acres and some roller coasters for you to come and enjoy our crisps.
I'm trying to think if we have anything like that here. You're right. That is kind of weird that it's like tied to a junk food thing.
And not even the good one is fucking Irish Tato. Because we over here have Irish Tato and Northern Tato. And the Irish Tato icon is a spud in an outfit that looks very low quality. And the one in Northern Ireland is a spud in an outfit It's like fucking well. And they're both spelled the exact same, to the point where there's a row over whose tato is best. And recently, in this last 6 months, a man in England smuggled in Irish tato and got done for tax fraud because he brought them from the fucking Republic of Ireland and not the UK. Like, it's a tato war.
So that's why they built theme parks.
Tato,
that
Northern
park
Tato,
is
Smoky
like,
Bacon, Pint of
They
Milk.
built the theme park to to fight the good fight.
Oh no, we don't have a theme park in the north. Do you know what we have? We have a castle. They've made their factory in Tandragee Castle and they renamed it Tato Castle. You have a theme park where you rip people off. We make crisps in a castle.
I was about to say, it's like advertising that you have to pay for. You pay them to go and walk around and be indoctrinated into eating their shit.
We have Chuck E. Cheese's here.
Well, imagine if you had a Chunky Cheese and a Chuck E. Cheese that lived a state apart with a theme park in the middle. What would you do?
Down south, we used to have King Richard's, which was Chuck E. Cheese, except for slightly different themed, and they had go-karts and a climbing wall. It was awesome. It was way fucking better.
Well, in the north, we have guided tours and a secret flavouring room with a big sign that you're not allowed into. Or you could go to the south and ride a roller coaster. No, mystery wins. Fuck your roller coaster. Although roller coasters are cool.
Are you ready for this? So Australia must be like a cheap version of your King Richard's, where it's like themed, medieval themed, and you sit in the audience and eat dinner, and something happens down below. I've never been to it.
Oh, that's called the
So it's like
Stampede here.
But ours is called Dirty Dicks. And
Not expecting
the ad
that.
on TV was like, "Come to Dirty Dicks, one and all."
Come to Dirty Dicks.
Oh my gosh.
You Google that shit if you don't believe me. Only in Australia.
I mean, I do believe you. It just sounds hilarious. Oh, like a medieval themed stampede. That sounds. Ooh.
Yeah, we used to say his wife was going to open up a shop called Smelly Fannies.
Yep.
Smell my finger. That should be, I was trying to make a joke.
Yeah.
This is why it's on the page. I'm getting to the point of my food being nearly ready. Sammy, you need to sort your life out and get your time zone sorted and check your fucking DMs. What is literally the best way to contact you? Do you just go on the internet when you feel like it, or are you open to some penetration from other people?
I'm always open to some penetration, but I need to turn notifications on Twitter, I guess. But the problem then is that it's too much.
No, what you need to do is go into your particular settings. I will teach you, young Padawan. What the fuck did Savage Minnow just post in the fucking private
It's a
chat?
picture of the Stampede. It used to be called the
It
Dixie
looks
Stampede.
like a bunch of percentages. All I can see is percentage.
Well, I couldn't put the picture.
That looks similar to Dirty Dicks.
This is what it sounds like. That's a Dolly World. He was making fun of Dolly World, but
that looked like a fucking Spanish thing where they were going to kill bulls. For all of the 3 seconds that I had it on the screen, it looked like they were going to chase bulls down with like...
Oh my God, it's still a thing. Dirty Dicks Productions and Restaurant.
Where is... Okay.
I can't see the private chat. All right? I can show the private chat that then is not private, or I can show all of the screen. Yeah. So either Discord me or tweet at me if you want. They're still in the private.
Okay, there's something I put in the side chat there for you, Sammy. You might remember that. I guess it's probably from your youth.
Oh yeah.
Dirty Dick's Theater Restaurant.
I only discovered it last year, and I was like, "This is fucking hilarious."
Aggro adults only. Okay, we're not going to get copyright struck. We'll go off.
This looks very much like... Yes, this looks very much like the Stampede.
So our mornings, you have like your morning cartoon shows before school and that. We had Aggro, this wombat puppet, and he had different hosts. He mainly had one host over
you said
the majority,
you had Aggro?
His name was Aggro. Yeah.
Okay.
I put a link in private chat.
Good for you.
But the guy that did Aggro was just
right.
He's disgusting. He's disgusting and sexist, but very funny. The hostess took it really well. So she was just constantly being berated and hit on by this puppet. And this is a kids show, but this is all the in between takes, and
it's called Dirty Dicks.
Oh no, that's the restaurant. Aggro is the TV show for kids.
Oh, okay. So it's a TV. Okay, sorry.
Yeah,
For kids, right?
But
introducing the cartoons, and they have these little segments, and basically this puppet and the female presenter introduce the cartoons. But they have a little dialogue. Well, obviously they're setting up the cartoons, but this dialogue is usually humor, which is adult humor. Not usually, but it's quite adult humor. But it's obviously what kids won't get. That's what's really funny about it. If you're a kid, you're probably, unless you're an older kid, you're not going to get it. So the younger kid can watch it, right, and not really understand, or it's funny humor for kids because it's like hee type humor.
Okay.
But to see this stuff and the way this woman, I mean, she's this Anne-Marie girl, she's obviously got a great sense of humor herself. And the way she reacts is very innocent and very childlike. So it's actually, this dirty old man in a puppet talking to this really innocent woman who isn't innocent at all, who understands all of the humor, right? I mean, when she goes out, obviously clubbing or something in one of them. She goes clubbing and he keeps referring to her going, so what happened to you? You didn't come home till 3 a.m. Where were you, you dirty stop out kind of thing. And she's obviously goes really bright red, and then it's very funny.
That does sound funny.
So I only discovered it a little while ago.
The puppet makes it though, doesn't he?
Oh,
like
totally.
Aggro.
Yeah, totally. Because they stay in character,
And he's an Australian icon. He'll still pop up on, different Australian celebrations and things. Yeah, they'll bring Aggro out because the guy's still alive.
Cool.
So, and he's as dirty and funny as ever too.
He's very quick
changed.
as well. He's very quick.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a funny guy and he's very quick with it. So, I really enjoyed watching through those. Although there isn't too many because obviously, most of it must have been pretty clean stuff and professional.
Put my screen up.
I don't know. Are you flashing your penis again? We've all seen this tiny thing. No, I put this up.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right. Back to the program.
You just hang on to that. Are you ready for your internal?
Oh, what do you think this is? You are so bad. You really are. You are unbelievable. Where do you get off on all this stuff? Get out here, you dirty thing. Let's just catch you. Let's see what you do. Filthy thing.
Run out of time.
Did you feel her up on screen or something?
Oh.
Oh, the puppet does.
Yeah.
That's me.
Looked like maybe he did too.
No,
I don't know what I'm watching.
That is not true. If that gets on the Christmas tape, I will be one angry person.
Just to remind me of the old days.
We had Alf.
Oh my god.
Alf at cats.
Oh dear.
Right, my food's like 5 minutes away from being done. I've got a tiny smoke left, and I promised the girlfriend when I arrive tomorrow not sleep for me.
No problem. Thank you so much for the show, and it's been good.
As always, cocaine.
Oh yeah, sounds like a fun night. Just something to remind me of the good old days. But there you go. Thank you guys. I'll see you later.
I introduced Corey. Asked me a couple of weeks ago, popped on, and how do you know Simos? And I was like, well, I met Simos on Christopher Maute's channel, but Simos is famous for getting his ass spanked by Freddie Mercury, and she just what?
Did not know that about you, Simon.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. There's a little more to it than that as well, but I won't go there.
But you know what I mean? When you're making a joke and you're trying to, it's like, oh, Simos got his ass spanked by Freddie Mercury.
Yeah.
She's like, what? And I was like, yeah, this is why we're friends.
Fucking hell of a party, I'll say that. Okay, guys, I've got to go. I'll leave you all on that cliffhanger, and I'll see you later. Take care, Sammy. Take care, Savage. I'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye. Yeah, I should jump off and try and eat some food before I go to bed.
Yeah, I'm gonna get back to work.
Yeah, that fun stuff. So nice to see y'all.
Savage, thank you very much as always. You're always here for the crack.
Thanks.
Now that's Irish
Good
crack,
time.
all right? Not your legs in the air crack, all right? Put your
I don't
clothes-
do that kind of crack. I only do the Irish crack.
Good. Put your clothes back on. Talk to you later.
It's the best kind. All right.
2 minutes.
Well,
just
enjoy.
Fucking check your DMs more, like. You know?
Yeah, I'm gonna
You
go in
literally
and find
sent me
this-
2 messages, and I asked you how you been, and you didn't reply, and I was very tempted to go, "You're a fucking wanker," but I decided not to.
You could have. So there's this